I read out the question. An army contingent of 616 members is to march behind an army band of 32 members in a parade. The two groups are to march in the same number of columns. What is the maximum number of columns in which they can march? The question looks bigger and tough, confusing. Students, I tell you, it is the easiest question. You can solve in just one step. All they want you to find out is HCF of two numbers, 616 and 32. That's all. But they want to confuse you. Don't worry. Let us understand the question. Question says there is a band of 32 members. In a parade, in an army parade, you can find some people in the band. They march in the front, and the rest of the parade contingents, they move at the back, and they follow those band steps. Here the band members 32, and here the contingent members 616. They must march in same number of columns. In the sense, what is a column? The one which goes from top to bottom. These are all the columns. And when it goes from left to right, they are the rows. These are the rows, these are columns. Suppose if 32 members are said to go in some columns, say about 8 people or 4 people, they go, and behind them 616 people should also march in the same way in the same columns. So you need to find out how many of people in each column can march, behind which these members also will march. The question looks a little tough, but the question is simple. In fact, you need to find out the HCF. Whatever is the HCF of these two numbers will be the answer for this question. Here you need to find out HCF of 616 and 32. That's all. As you know, 32 is smaller than 616. Therefore, we are going to divide 616 by 32. Again, applying Euclid's method, you will write down this: A is equal to BQ plus R, where A is the dividend, B is the divisor, Q is a quotient, R is the remainder. This must hold good whenever we talk about Euclid's division method algorithm. Now, knowing this, 32 is a smaller number, we divide that 616 by 32, and this goes one time. The remainder is 29. Take this 6 down, you get 9 times. The answer is 288, and you have the balance 8. We did not get 0, therefore we are yet to continue to get HCF. In the first case, we write down, in the place of A, we write down 616 is equal to 32, which is B, divisor, multiplied by quotient. This is a quotient, 19 plus R. This is R, remainder 8. What we do? We take 32 as a dividend here and 8 as the divisor. As you know, it goes 4 times. 8 for the 32, you get 0 as the remainder. We got 0 as a remainder. Therefore, we have come to the end of the calculation. We write that here 32 is equal to 8 into 4, divisor into quotient, plus R. R is 0. These are the steps we have to write down to show the correct answer. And the HCF is, as I said, whichever is the divisor in the last step where you get 0 as a remainder, that divisor is the HCF of those two numbers. Therefore, HCF of 616 and 32 is equal to 8. But what is the answer? Answer is, what is the maximum number of columns in which they can march? The answer is 8 is the number of columns they can march. We write down that the number of maximum columns they can march is 8.